Please remain standing for the flag salute and the national anthem, led by Samantha D'Amico, the Student Council Secretary.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I would like to introduce Evan Baum, the President of the Student Council, who will deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, Dr. Nusatelli, Mr. Mobilio, Mr. Haig, Mrs. Hershaft, Board of Education members, Mrs. Sherwood, Mr. Mitchell, teachers of Schuyler Colfax, family and friends of the class of 2007. I welcome you all to the promotion ceremony for the 2007 graduating class of Schuyler Colfax Middle School. Before I begin, I would like to thank all of the teachers who have taught all of my fellow students and me not only academics, but lifelong lessons as well. As Student Council President, it is my honor to speak about our experiences in Schuyler Colfax during the past 3 years. Writing this speech gave me the opportunity to reflect on my past 3 years here at Schuyler Colfax. I am sure that we all remember the first day of school like it was yesterday. Most of us probably wondered how we were going to survive our 3 years here at Schuyler. With so many people expecting so much out of us in this new environment, it was quite obvious why most of us were a little nervous. Transitioning from a small elementary school to a new middle school of over 1,000 students was just like stepping onto another planet. Well, maybe not, but I'm sure you understand the comparison. After a few wrong turns, we quickly found our way around the school. We then adjusted to the academic changes. Whether it was a pop quiz or homework that we forgot to do, we had to overcome each challenge that we faced. We learned how to persevere, work hard, and deal with these everyday problems. Moreover, the trials of school served an important purpose, preparing us for high school, but more importantly, for the rest of our lives. I would like to leave you with a quote from Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito Jr. "Decades from now, you may be different than you are today in a lot of significant ways. You may have a lot more than you have today. You may have more money and more status and more power and more accomplishments. You may also have more responsibilities, more worries, more regrets, and more bruises. But underneath all of that, you will still be the same person who is here today, graduating. And it will be good for you to stay connected with the people who know the real you. So let us not forget the memories we have had and the friendships we have made. Thank you and enjoy the promotion ceremony."
Laura DiTaranti will now speak to you about our past years at Schuyler Colfax.
When I sat down at my computer to write this speech, I realized that I didn't have a clue of what I was going to say. I was skeptical that I could fit all the good times we've had at Schuyler Colfax in 2 pages of text. Good times that span from singing "We Will Rock You" in social studies and doing the wave in math to learning the triangle method and becoming secret agents for POTUS. I'm sure all of us remember very clearly our first day at Schuyler Colfax. We were the bottom of the food chain, clueless 6th graders trying to locate our classes in an endless labyrinth of halls and rooms. Surely the big, scary 8th graders would eat us alive. And homework on the first day, were they serious? Eventually, we became pros at juggling the workload and navigating the halls. We finally made it through the 6th grade and were rewarded with field day, the Spirit Cruise in New York, and the circus trip. We said goodbye to our friends who would be going to Anthony Wayne and mourned the death of the blue team. When we returned for 7th grade, we took great pleasure in noting how short the 6th graders were, incredulous that we had been in that position only a year before. A definite highlight of our time in 7th grade was winning Spirit Week with a solid 100 points, demolishing both the 6th and 8th grades. We also visited a spa with a pool and had our field day, but not before fighting our way tooth and nail through projects that ranged from a science fair to building a 6-foot 3D model crystallizing the duality between Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. It seemed surreal when we returned for 8th grade this year. We were finally on top. We would rule the school. We were counting the days until we would go to Washington, a trip that was worth every bit of our parents' money, by the way. We partied the night away at the 8th grade dance and enjoyed the trip to North Cove. Now we are graduating from the middle school with which we have all become so comfortable. We are going to an even bigger school with even more people to weave through in the halls. We will be reunited with our friends from Anthony Wayne, and hopefully we will meet new people to scream hi to in the halls. High school is only going to be what you make it, so make it as good as you can. Goodbye, Schuyler Colfax. Good luck in Wayne Hills and other high schools, my friends and fellow students. Thanks for the memories.
This evening, I have the honor to explain the criteria for receiving the Physical Presidential Fitness Award. The President's Challenge Physical Fitness Awards program, which measures strength, flexibility, and endurance, encourages students to be the best that they can be. The physical fitness test consists of 5 events: the curl-ups, which measures abdominal strength, the shuttle run, which measures speed and agility, the mile run, which measures heart and lung endurance, the pull-ups, which measure upper body strength, the V-sit, which measures flexibility in the lower back and hamstrings. This year's Schuyler Colfax Presidential Physical Award achieved 85% on a national scale. We are pleased to acknowledge 4 Physical Fitness Award winners this evening. At this time, I would like to have all of the Presidential Physical Fitness Award winners stand and be recognized. Stephanie Costa, Kelly Curtin, Charles Owens, and Edward Schiller. And now, one of our students, Charles Owens, will be describing the requirements needed to be met in order to receive the Presidential Academic Fitness Award.
The Presidential Academic Fitness Award was established to encourage students to achieve high academic standards by recognizing them for educational excellence. The Academic Fitness Awards are determined by 2 levels of achievement. First, students must have a grade point average of at least 3.5 on a scale from 0 to 4. The student's GPA is based upon the grades received for the 4 marking periods of the 6th and 7th grades and the first 2 marking periods of the 8th grade. Additionally, students must have scored in at least the 85th percentile on the New Jersey Ask Standard Achievement Test in mathematics and/or reading. This year, we are pleased to acknowledge 101 academic award recipients. At this time, I would like to have all of the Presidential Academic Fitness Award winners stand and be recognized. At this time, I would like to invite Mr. Victor Hayek, the President of the Board of Education, who will be presenting a message to the class of 2007.
Thank you. It's my privilege and my pleasure to share a few thoughts with the Schuyler Colfax graduating class of 2007. As you sit here, you're probably thinking about all the memories that you shared with the friends that are here with you. This is a good thing, since the events that created those memories have shaped in part who you are today. You accepted the academic, athletic, or extracurricular opportunities and challenges that were presented to you over the past 3 years. I hope that as you look back on them, you can honestly say that you gave each your best effort. Perhaps the most important lesson as you move on to the next milestone in your life is that another set of opportunities and challenges will be presented to you in high school. Never lose sight of the fact that you always had and will continue to have 2 important allies that will guide and assist you throughout your lives. First and foremost are your parents. It is their love and support that will follow you throughout your life. Never lose your ability to communicate with them. They are your biggest fans. Secondly are your teachers. Your successes here today justifies the time, effort, and expectations each of them have invested in you. Also remember that intelligence is only one component of success. Being smart is the other. Intelligence is developed in school, while being smart is often learned by the choices you make throughout your lives. In high school, college, your career, and throughout your life, you'll be faced with a great number of choices. Make intelligent and smart choices and you will see your lives flourish. Now it's up to you. You have your destiny placed into your own hands. What you are and what you are destined to be is unknown and rests with you. I do know that you have received a quality education, and that education will continue for another 4 years. It's up to you to generate the attitude, the desire, and the motivation to use the tools that we will continue to provide for you. Today, the door to your next milestone in life opens. Walk through it with confidence and pride. I wish you every possible success. Thank you.
We are also fortunate to have another board member with us this evening. At this time, we would like to recognize Mrs. Karen Hershaft. I take great pleasure in introducing our principal, Mrs. Dorothy Sherwood, who will be presenting the class.
Good evening. As I look back upon this school year, it's with great pride. I recognize the wonderful achievements of all these young people sitting in the chairs before me. Humanitarian and community service activities brought all of our students together as they worked to help those in need. Examples of these projects this year included a food drive for needy Wayne families, a used book collection for an inner city school, the Toys for Tots collection during the December holidays, musical programs performed for nursing homes, work with autistic children. We had the Pennies for Patients of Leukemia fundraiser, and they made stuffed animals for children in a local hospital, just to list a few. One of our 8th graders, Evan Baum, has been working each summer with severely disabled children in the island of Tobago. This year, he raised money to construct a playground for these children. I'm so proud of all of these activities that these kids have done. It is very apparent that our Schuyler students do care about making the world a better place. In addition to these projects, our 8th graders competed in subject area Olympiad competitions, National Latin Exam, Math League, Spelling Bee, Geography Bee, North Jersey Art Craftsman's Fair, art poster competitions. Let's also remember all the work that they did to prepare for the New Jersey State GEPA testing with the goal of keeping our scores among the top 10% in the state. Yes, this was truly our time to shine. Tonight, we are not only sending our students off to high school, but we are also saying goodbye to 3 staff members who are retiring. Each of them has made a difference in thousands of students' lives. Our retirees are Dr. Carolyn Mossop, school psychologist, Mrs. Helen Belli, language arts teacher, and Mrs. Roz Lamparello, learning disabilities consultant. So a round of applause for them. We also say goodbye to 2 teachers who will now be teaching in another Wayne school. September will find Mrs. Jacqueline Duplays at Wayne Hills High School and Miss Joan Orapello at Anthony Wayne Middle School. We will miss them at Schuyler, but wish them the best in their new assignment. Mr. Hayek, Mrs. Hershaft, Dr. Nusatelli, Mr. Mobilio, teachers, parents, and community members. The students before you have met all requirements for promotion as set forth by the Wayne Board of Education. As principal of Schuyler Colfax Middle School, it is my honor and my privilege to present to you the class of 2007. I'd like to introduce Dr. Maria Nusatelli, our superintendent.
Mr. Hayek, Mrs. Hershaft, faculty and administration of Schuyler Colfax Middle School, parents, friends, and relatives of our 8th grade students, and especially our 8th grade students. It's a pleasure to be here this evening to acknowledge this milestone that our students have achieved in their school career. I know your parents are thinking that it's hard to believe that 9 years have gone by in what seems to be an instant, and that the little girl or the little boy that started kindergarten many years ago is now completing middle school and will be attending high school next year. Where has the time gone? In a few short months, you will begin the final chapter in your education in the Wayne School District. Parents and graduates, you have much to celebrate and much to be proud of. The hard work and dedication that you have shown here at Schuyler Colfax Middle School and throughout your elementary school career has as its reward your successful completion of our K-8 curriculum. You have, by virtue of your hard work, earned the right to go on to Wayne Hills High School. Your success has not been achieved in isolation. Your success, you have many, many, many partners. Please join me in acknowledging your parents and the excellent staff members at Schuyler Colfax Middle School and in all 9 of our elementary schools who have prepared you well for tonight's achievement. This partnership between the home and our schools will ensure that our tradition of excellence will continue in our schools in the years to come. Students, I know that as you sit here this evening and listen to the words of the various speakers, your excitement is tinged with a trace of sadness and trepidation. How familiar and safe are the surroundings of Schuyler Colfax, only to be given up for the newness and unfamiliar surroundings of high school. But let me assure you that you are ready for the next chapter in your school career. You are ready to push the limits of your potential and achieve new heights in your pursuit of knowledge. And always know that your parents and your teachers will be there with you on this journey at every step of the way. Tonight, with this ceremony, you become the member of the class of 2011. How great does that sound? Now, before I let you go, I'd like to leave you with some thoughtful words of advice to take with you on your journey to high school. Number one, look at the people in your life and identify the people in your life who can give you inspiration and serve as a role model. Remember, parents can be role models, even if they may never have done the things that you do. They are your biggest cheerleaders and most sincere friend. Number two, look outside yourself and learn to help others. Remember that the world does not revolve around you and that everyone should take the time to give back to help others. Never buy into someone else's idea of what they think you should be or what they think you should be. Hold on to your sense of humor. Learn to laugh at yourself and the mistakes that you may make. Laughing at them lessens the sting, and making mistakes means that you are growing. Only remember one thing, and that is to take a lesson from each of these events. Number four, don't let fear be your guide or teacher. Be sure that your decisions are your decisions and include some risk and an attempt to try something new. Also, make sure that any risk you take meets the following standards. Will it be beneficial to me and everyone that it touches? And is it fair? And of course, is it truly my decision and not someone else's idea of what is good for me? And lastly, be true to yourself and hold on to those things that make you the unique person that you are and will become. Congratulations on your promotion, and now it is time to soar to new heights and follow the advice of Albert Einstein, and I quote, "Try not to become just a person of success, but rather try to become a person of value." Now it is my privilege to ask Mr. Victor Hayek, President of the Board of Education, to join me along with Mrs. Hershaft in the presentation of the promotion certificates. Thank you.
Emily Miller. Vanessa Cierney. Kristen Ashoni. Alexis Dumalagan. Joanna Rivera. Nicole Modak. Kevin Edelson. Laura DiTaranti. Evan Baum. Charles Owens. Samantha D'Amico. Emily Spazzanti. Dana Palillo. Nicole Schneidman. Jordan Zaror. Stephanie Muth. Amina Radwan. Leanna Kornitzer. Jennifer Barada. Corey Mania. Lauren Mendoza. Jordan Norton. Yasuko Fukuchi. Masako Fukuchi. Justin Belevsky. Thomas Walton. Bryce Frank. Carly Mink. Kayla Consalvo. Sarah Cho. Melissa Skolnick. Daniela Roma. Jenny Klipka. Michelle Garnto. Todd Gilbert. Nicholas Mustrak. Amanda Sweetman. Ryan Healy. Julianne D'Arienzo. Jimmy Duffy. Sabrina DeAndrea. Brian Lee. Joseph Catanzaro. Alessio Trivellini. Tina Cara. Valerie Banderas. Kelly Curtin. Melanie Van Houten. Christine Sullivan. Adelise Gomez. Matt Riley. Jonathan Steed. Olivia Elliott. Swathi Venkatesh. Jared Rudeau. Jennifer Aldover. Catherine Gallopon. Sarah Escamilla. Dan Winnick. Andre Carvalho. Caitlin Frieswick. Amanda Lieberman. Megan Byrne. Allie Nurick. Jacqueline Cataldi. Brittany Becker. Larry Chang. Sean Lefkowitz. Ehab Sankar. Ryan Mahan. Kristen Gasnick. Megan Marshall. Esther Kim. Kayla Roman. Amanda Campbell. Gabriella Romagnolo. Jessica Lash. Alyssa Appel. Chloe Janice. Jacqueline Zisman. Allison Kowalski. Devin Veneria. Stephanie Costa. Lauren Elia. Nicole Valerani. Emily Freundlich. Ken Silber. Jessica Talos. Catherine Wambach. Nicholas Vesicelli. Kevin Ellis. Michael Miola. Bobby Giaquinto. Bruce Kirk. Alessandra Villafuerte. Dana Casera. Nicole Stevens. Susie Trombone. Stephen Beiser. Fatima Avari. Adrian Diaz. Corey McKinney. Dean Harishuk. Jeffrey Oleski. Samir Ahmed. Frank Sirio. Emily Montalvo. Natalie Hayat. Julie Kilroy. Christina Grisanti. Allison Scholar. Amy Fitzgerald. Max Seidman. Casey Seafried. Christine Lai. Connie Chang. Amelia Totseva. Erica Tulo. Danielle McDermott. Nicolette Rizzo. Dan Del Vecchio. Michael Conforti. Chris Majak. Nicole Shim. Holly Ratcliffe. Selena Payun. Kristen Fulbrick. Serena Hahn. Jackie Otten. Diana Choi. Miriam Tutkum. Neha Gandhi. Zara Shashamand. Gabriela Cuevas. Nikki Dorr. Katie Yulios. Alexandra Albano. Ashley Warhurst. Vanessa Viglione. Chelsea Owens. Heather Pagano. Alyssa Picarillo. Gabrielle Ewing. Courtney Strover.
Carly Sava. Kelly Curtin. Browns. Angelique Tomas. Stephanie Chaux. Claudia Zarowski. Ty Burian. Peter Gebhardt. Jonathan Oppenheimer. Anthony Jordan. Thomas Vaccaro. Spencer Leonard. Paul Davies. Caitlin Klein. Justin Ferrarella. Christopher Barreto. Julio Ferreira. Sonia Grotska. Brielle Lewinsky. Lauren Welling. Emily Rubin. Giancarlo Martinez. Jessica Lindsay. Mark Longton. Gary Lamb. Eugene Lowe. John Giardello. Andrew Yoon. James Hogan. Thomas Patania. Willie Mitchelson. Nicholas Fernandez. Jacob Bennett. Katie Klein. Russia Altai. Valerie Anderson. Julie Zucker. Vincent Ventura. Daniel Kwan. Andrew June. Rushi Dave. Justin Park. John Vitas. Alex Valit. Joseph Rapp. Michael Rue. Benny Titel. Caroline O'Keefe. Tamer Arslanuk. Brielle Mancino. John Velasquez. Russell Pekorski. Nick Massey. Scott Zangrilli. John Anderley. Joe Grave. Elizabeth Barnett. Kenneth Cardux. Tyler Rubino. Sean Shapsick. Aisha Gulab. Sanu Patel. Blurda Ademi. Jackie Munoz. Yasmin Abushi. Amber Parker. Ashley Alisi. Sophia Zamora. Dan Chechi. Stephen Ivkoff. Mariella Rocamato. Jacob Shunke. John Paracchio. Edward Schiller. Jimmy Kenny. Conrad Stump. Eric Italiano. Ryan Conway. Andrew Chalhoub. Justin Sita. Matthew Benzenhofer. Peter Fatiga. Michael Glazer. Louis DeBarrow. Mitchell Newman. Frank Novak. Batsker Matke. Tom Esposito. Julian Bensavenga. Samantha Gans. Allison Hilla. Erika Goodrich. Diana Mihai. Julia Fusco. Ryan Gross. Charles Cisco. Matt Heskins. Matt Gavertz. Peter Davies. Dennis Lee. Sean Ireland. Timur Sareli. Alex Belgard. Matthias Blumetti. Matthew Lang. Gregory Gapoyan. Richard Abato. Kyle Lyon. Ian Cleary. Joe Ramadan. Sam Schultz. Glenn Perini. Sam Pressler. And Brian Dowling.
Everyone wants to be remembered for something they have done, and the students at Schuyler are no different. Here's Kevin Edelson, who will present our class message.
What a wonderful milestone we have reached tonight at our graduation from Schuyler Colfax Middle School. Tonight is the closing of one chapter in our lives and the beginning of another. Graduation is a time to look fondly upon memories which have been made over the past years. When I look back at these last 3 years at Schuyler Colfax, I think of how much we have all grown as individuals. It is also a time to think of what the future has to hold for us all. The knowledge we have acquired in middle school will help us in high school as well as throughout our lives. My years at Schuyler Colfax have been a time of maturing and self-discovery. We have not only learned academics like math, science, social studies, and English, but have learned many skills to face life's challenges. We have been taught to think and act in real-world situations and to work cooperatively as a group. During the next phase of our education at Wayne Hills, we will be testing our knowledge and problem-solving abilities that we have acquired so far. High school will be an opportunity to demonstrate how far we've come and to expand our horizons even further. We have all worked hard, but no one can achieve things without the help of others. Our families, friends, and teachers have always supported us and helped us succeed in our goals. As we venture into high school, we will be prepared for change and remember what middle school has taught us. We will take the invaluable tool of knowledge to high school and do our best. We need to prepare for change, but it is not always bad. High school is going to be the best 4 years of our lives. We will have more responsibility, but have more fun as well. Middle school is a huge undertaking, but change has to come, and in most cases is the only thing you can count on.
Samantha D'Amico and Evan Baum, our class officers, are now going to recognize some very special people.
Good evening. It is our honor to take this opportunity to thank all those who have helped the class of 2007 reach this destination on completing a successful 8th grade year. First, we would like to show our appreciation to the PTO for all the fun activities we had these past 3 years. We will always remember the teen canteens, the 8th grade breakfast, and our countless assemblies. We would also like to thank all the teachers for giving us the tools and knowledge we will need to succeed. Now the rest is up to us. Our future looks bright, and you have played a major part. At this time, we would like to thank the following people who made this year extra special by helping with the luggage collection and chaperoning the Washington, D.C. trip. Please stand as your name is called. Mrs. Albano. Mrs. Anderson. Mr. Chang. Mrs. Chowks. Mrs. Consalvo. Mrs. Curtin. Mr. Seafried. Mrs. Elliott. Mr. Ewing. Mrs. Freundlich. Mrs. Grisanti. Mrs. Kilroy. Mrs. Lai. Mr. Ventura. Mrs. Miola. Mrs. Muth. Mrs. O'Keefe. Mrs. Pagano. Mrs. Palillo. Dr. Skolnick. And Mrs. Byrne.
Mr. Banks, Mrs. Bertoni, Mr. Buda, Mr. Branich, Mrs. Angelucci, Mrs. Sirigliano, Mr. Corradino, Mrs. Duplaze, Mr. DeWild, Miss Folds, Mr. Johnson, Mrs. Hall, Senora Levon, Mr. Mitchell, Mr. Sardi, Miss Thompson, Mrs. Tilley, Mrs. Velli, and Mr. Way. Finally, to our parents, you've played the most important role. We thank you with all of our hearts. In years to come, we know you will always be there for us through the good and bad times. Thank you, everyone, for all the support you've given us.
Mrs. Sherwood, you've been there for us throughout our whole middle school experience. From the minute we entered Schuyler, you made us feel welcomed. We can only hope that the principal at Wayne Hills will be as kind to us as you have been. So we would like you to accept these flowers as a token of our appreciation.
Mrs. Sorigliano, where would we be without you? You, of all people, helped us to literally survive. If it weren't for your kindness and care, many of us would have been left feeling sick and hurt. You weren't just a nurse that helped us when we were sick, but one who could talk to us when we were upset. Please come up to let us give back a small portion of what you gave to us.
Mrs. Tilley, your knowledge and warmth is greatly recognized here at Schuyler. If you weren't so patient and organized, none of the Washington trip could have ever happened. You have truly made this year possible. These flowers are presented to you to show how much we care.
Mrs. Tucker, you have provided us with so much information that we will never forget you as life goes on. Your love for teaching shows, and your love for the students shows, especially exhibited in the slideshow. On behalf of the 8th grade class, we present you with these flowers to show how appreciated your dedication at Schuyler is.
At this time, a very special woman who made this whole year possible must be recognized. There have been many events and trips that the students at Schuyler have taken part in. The trip to Washington, the dance, North Cove, as well as this ceremony tonight. None of them could have occurred without her. Ms. Folds, we would like to thank you for giving us all of your time, energy, and effort to make this year the best. We will always remember you when we think back on our Schuyler Colfax experience. With all our hearts, we'd like to present you with this gift.
As a conclusion to the ceremony, it is my privilege to honor a very special person, Mrs. Velli. She began her teaching career in Wayne in 1969. And now in 2007, she is concluding her last year of teaching. Mrs. Velli's career has spanned 38 years. This year, I was lucky enough to have Mrs. Velli as my reading teacher. Even though we worked hard, I cannot remember one class where we did not have fun. Mrs. Velli has a big heart and has always made herself available to discuss any student's problems. I am very glad that I had a great teacher like Mrs. Velli, and she will be deeply missed. Mrs. Velli, please come to the stage. Enjoy your retirement.